If you shop online, you may have noticed something popping up more often. Just as you're about to check out, you have the option to buy now, pay later. This allows a shopper to spread the cost of a purchase over several payments. Variations of this service offered by companies like Affirm, Klarna, and Afterpay are growing in popularity, especially post-pandemic, which was tough, as we know, on businesses and shoppers alike. The service pays the full amount to the merchant, then the customer, you, pays the provider back. While some may find this convenient, it does come with some risks. To talk more about what these payment plans really mean for shoppers and how to use them responsibly, we're joined by Tina Filion. She's a financial educator with the Credit Counselling Society. Tina, thanks for joining us. What are some of the perhaps benefits and drawbacks of buy now, pay later?
Yeah, it's a great question. They're getting increasingly popular. Used responsibly, they can be a really great cash flow tool, but used poorly, it can become a bit of a debt trap. And so you want a clear and defined exit strategy if you are signing on to one of those plans.
Now, when it comes to shoppers, younger shoppers are perhaps drawn more to these services. What do they need to watch out for?
Definitely you want to look at the fine print and make sure that you understand any penalties, any terms, look out for the interest. If you miss a payment, what's going to happen there, because those can be hefty consequences that come with it. And if you do miss a payment, you also might have a hit to your credit score.
When it comes to the kind of purchases that people are making with this, is it a range, everything from just a few dollars and cents all the way up to much more? What are you hearing?
We've been seeing quite an increase in different ways that these plans have been offered. So there are things now that it's not just furniture. Now we're seeing it on Uber Eats. We're seeing things like groceries. So it's certainly becoming used as more of a tool to potentially supplement income. And we have to be really careful if we get into potentially using that as a rescue source.
How does this compare, for example, to a credit card when it comes to perhaps the interest you may pay on either or the terms and conditions?
So it might be different in the sense that some of them you might be paying, maybe it's don't pay a cent for 12 to 18 months. Some of them you might lose track of because of that factor. You might sign up for multiple of them, and because there's none of those payments coming out for 12 to 18 months, you might lose track. And then there's also the way it's structured in the plans. Credit cards can be higher interest, but those are definitely terms that you want to pay attention to whatever you are signing.
Last I list, bottom line, what would you say to somebody who's about to make a purchase, regardless of the size, and think, should I consider this or just try and pay it all in one fell swoop?
That's definitely a great question. It's really important when you're making financial decisions. So if it's something that potentially you can wait and save up for a while, that's more ideal, because if emergencies come up and we were counting on, well, I could afford this payment per month, that emergency can throw a wrench in your plans. So if you're able to budget that ahead of time, that is more ideal. And if you do need some help with potentially figuring out some solutions for your debts, we do have counselors as well who can help with that.
All right. Tina Filion, a financial educator with the Credit Counselling Society. We appreciate your time and expertise. Thank you.
Thank you.